I'm Katie Webster, meteorologist with North Carolina Emergency Management. North Carolina is no stranger to severe weather. From thunderstorms to winter weather to hurricanes, impacts to our state have been unrelenting over the past several years. Hurricane season is now officially underway, and experts forecast above average activity. This year has brought new challenges to our state. On March 10th of this year, North Carolina declared a state of emergency to coordinate the state's response to COVID-19 public health emergency. The goal of this mission has been to provide for the health, safety, and welfare of residents and visitors in North Carolina. While the pandemic is still very much a focus, we're now expanding preparations to include tropical weather as we move towards the peak of hurricane season. The ongoing health crisis is leading us to consider ways North Carolinians can best prepare for future disasters during the pandemic. Every community, business, family, and individual in North Carolina must be ready for both natural and man-made disasters. In the past 4 years, storms such as Julia, Matthew, Florence, Michael, and Dorian have all had severe impacts across portions of the state. These new storms of record has taxed response resources and prompted large-scale recovery efforts. While impacts such as severe flooding, strong tornadoes, and damaging winds have varied between storms, they've all highlighted the need to remain prepared at all times. North Carolinians can take a few simple steps to help protect themselves, their families, and their neighbors. It begins by making a family disaster plan, creating an emergency supply kit, and staying informed. Preparedness begins by taking a personal responsibility and making the health of your community a priority. This includes looking out for your neighbors, especially the elderly and those who cannot help themselves, to ensure they can safely survive a storm or evacuate if needed. Residents should also include their safety of their pets or livestock into their emergency plans. Begin building your plan by thinking about the types of disasters that could affect your area. Know how you will contact each member of your family and have a plan to reconnect if separated. This could involve identifying a family meeting place that is familiar and easy to find. Be sure you understand the emergency plan for where you work and for your children's school or daycare. One of the most important tasks is assembling an emergency preparedness kit. This kit should be done before a disaster strikes. Tailor your emergency kit to meet your family's needs. It should include items your family may need in or after an emergency. Most of the items can be found in your house. Be sure every family member knows where the kit is kept. Your emergency kit needs to have enough food, water, and supplies, including mask and hand sanitizer, for 3 to 7 days for each person and pet. You may be on your own for hours or even days after a disaster. Being ready for an emergency helps you and your family to survive. It also allows police, firefighters, and emergency medical workers to help those who need it most. Take time to discuss your shelter plan, evacuation route, and communication plan for staying in touch with your family and friends. Ensure you can receive emergency alerts, especially if severe weather is expected overnight. Your shelter plans should take into consideration COVID-19. When developing your plan, consider medical needs, including prescriptions and equipment, and access and functional needs. We're excited to launch the new Know Your Zone initiative during the 2020 hurricane season. Know Your Zone is a cooperative effort between North Carolina Emergency Management and County Emergency Management. This tiered evacuation system highlights areas most vulnerable to impacts from storm surge and flooding. If it becomes necessary, local officials will determine which areas should be evacuated and order those evacuations using the predetermined zones. For more information on North Carolina's Know Your Zone initiative, visit knowyourzone.nc.gov. You can find more details on creating an emergency plan or building an emergency preparedness kit at www.readync.org. North Carolina Emergency Management has created the Ready NC platform in both English and Spanish, as well as preparedness videos in American Sign Language to help residents prepare for disaster. Now's the time to get ready. It could make all the difference.